we do have the biggest Brazilian population in the United States here in Massachusetts. We're between 300 and 400,000 of us. And what part does the Brazilian community play in the state of Massachusetts?
Well, it's a very big part and a growing part as the Brazilian community grows. Massachusetts has a great Portuguese heritage, and that language has helped bring the Brazilian community to Massachusetts. And it's a community that is known for its work ethic, hardworking, but also known for its entrepreneurs, business people who are willing to work hard and create many of their small businesses. And that's particularly important in Massachusetts because small businesses make up 85% of all of our businesses. And as we grow jobs, 65,000 new jobs over the last 6 or 7 months, we want to continue to do that. And the best way is with small businesses, which is why the Patrick Murray administration is reaching out to the Brazilian community to look at ways that we can help both sides prosper.
The Brazilian community is one of our fastest growing parts of the Worcester population, and it adds an incredible amount to the cultural diversity of our city. They add an incredible amount to the civic life, incredible churches that are kind of bedrocks to the community here in the Brazilian area in Worcester. Also, we have many Brazilian small business leaders. As you walk Main Street, for example, you'll see many new Brazilian-owned businesses starting, owned by folks who have immigrated from Brazil. It also adds a great deal to our cultural life, both the music and the food. We have a number of Brazilian restaurants here in our community. And we're just incredibly grateful for their commitment and their interest in living in our great city, because it's actually provides so much to all the people in our community.
There is a language barrier, and sometimes there is a bit of a cultural barrier for Brazilians to integrate with Americans as a community. Do you think there is anything that we can do as a city, as the city of Worcester, to help that and turn that into a better relationship?
Absolutely. I think it's actually a relationship that should be a two-way relationship. So, for example, that I think it shouldn't just be about how can the city help the Brazilian community, but the Brazilian community in many ways helps the city, right? And so a couple things. Number one is I know we do a lot of work with Brazilian students in our public schools to help them as they come here with language barriers, speaking Portuguese primarily, helping them to integrate into our public schools. The second thing, I think we need to do more outreach into the Brazilian community to help them kind of better understand how institutions work here, how local governance works, and how they can more broadly participate in governance.
Would you have anything to say and comment about the problem that we have within the illegal immigration here in the state?
You know, my hope is that the federal government is going to resolve this. It doesn't do anyone any good to be pointing fingers and yelling at each other. We've been able to resolve immigration issues in the past. If the people just sit down and work together, I believe that we can give people a pathway to legal immigration because that's important. We've been a nation of immigrants. They play an important role in our economy, and we want to provide people with a pathway for legal immigration.
Incredibly grateful that this group chose to have the Brazilian Expo, the first annual Brazilian Expo here in the city of Worcester. I think it's a recognition of the growth of the Brazilian community in this area. And second, I think it means a great deal to this community to have the Expo here because it provides incredible opportunities for folks to enjoy music and culture and food and learn more about the Brazilian community, not just for folks who are from Brazil, but folks like myself who have never had the opportunity to be there.